We made great use of the company car in Provence. If we had plenty of time, we took the 19-mile-long Corniche D or coastal road between the reddish rocks of the Estral Massif and the deep blue sea. The dreamy Côte d'Azur road from Mandelieu-la-Napole to Saint Raphael was an incredible experience every time. Several times a year, we enjoyed the extensive lavender fields on the Valençol Plateau, followed by lunch at L'Artre Muscat in Mustier-Sainte-Marie with its racy, red-haired proprietor. Barely had we arrived at the entrance when she greeted us loudly from afar. Almost all the guests knew our names. Again and again, we visited the Musée National Marc Chagall and the Musée Matisse in Nice. The building, tailored to Chagall's paintings, highlights his work particularly well. Chagall was Russian and he depicts themes from the Old Testament from right to left. You can simply spend hours looking at them. Artist Henri Matisse began his career with painting and only learned to draw in old age after drastic long-term convalescence. In the Musée Matisse, the artist's former residence high above Nice, you can admire many drawings from this era. On every visit, I was impressed by the fact that you can depict a wide variety of character heads with a single pencil stroke. We also like to visit the museum that was once painter Auguste Renoir's home in Cagnes-sur-Mer. At the entrance was already another world, old olive trees, under which Napoleon's soldiers are said to have bivouacked. Visiting Renoir's studio makes you feel closer to him. A large fireplace dominates the room with a curtain in front of it and in front of the model, nude of course. The latter part is left up to visitors' imagination. Back to reality, Renoir allowed his maids to carry him into the large park to paint. His severe polyarthritis prevented him from walking. Aix-en-Provence was one of our favorite destinations. In 2006, the hometown of painter Paul Cézanne had places its once despised son had worked at made ready to be opened to the public. Round metal plaques embedded in the sidewalk with a portrait of Cézanne lead to the Musée Granit, where 10 works by Cézanne are on display to admire. Cézanne saw art as a harmony parallel to nature, so he endeavored to study nature, grasp its spirit, and capture what he perceived in a struggle with color, form, and composition on the canvas. To get closer to Cézanne, we visited the quarry in Baie-Bemis, which has been in use for centuries. The stones were used to build the Mazarin Quarter in Aix, particularly in the 17th century. The fee for mining depended on the surface used and not on the depth of mining for the rock. Not all are mined to the same depth. What remains are gorges with vertical walls in various shades of ochre and traces of degradation in the play of light and shadow. Pure nature, a mecca for Cézanne. On the Colline des Loaves, Paul Cézanne painted the nearby mountain, Mont Sainte-Victoire, again and again. Some of his paintings can be traced back to the beautifully adorned square. Vauvenargues Castle, Pablo Picasso's penultimate place of residence, was still under family ownership. The castle's ramparts stretch far up the mountain, and after acquiring the castle, Picasso joked, "I bought the Sainte-Victoire from Cézanne." For 3 months, the family provided a guided tour of the castle for a limited number of visitors. As usual, we had inquired at Aix's visitor early in the year about upcoming events and had gotten 2 tickets. The furniture used by Picasso was in its original place and the ornate paintings were well preserved on the walls of the large bathroom. It was an unforgettable experience.